Neil, could you pass this out to the 5 committee members as well as to the councillor for Ward 9? So the handout there is from the community of Twin Brooks to the 5 committee members, plus their own councillor Anderson. And so there is 6 copies there, so there is sufficient copies. If you could please hand them out, I'd really appreciate it on behalf of Twin Brooks. And so
We will be having copies made in the office. It is a requirement, as on the registration form, to bring 25 copies, but we will make the copies and hand them out as soon as possible.
Long and short is it's a petition on behalf of the residents of Twin Brooks that 750 of them locally have signed. I think in aggregate it's got about 1,200 signatures. And so they've localized the 750 signatures that are their own community for your edification, and there's those signatures as well as their comments. My comments are that this program was launched under an umbrella of fraud. I'm sorry, for lack of a better word. It was done in the aim of corporate profit and private greed, and it is underwritten by the communities that lose the space that they placed under trust with the members of our council. You hold it in trust, you don't own it. The people who bought their homes own that land under the MGA, and you are their trustee, and you are violating their trust. And the explicit violation of the trust can always be found in the bottom line. And so if you go and you look at where the money went on the communities that are now older than 5 years, in Carnarvon, in Greenview, and Cannon Ridge, what you'll find is that none of the money that was originally paid into the subsidized land by these buyers by way of some type of promissory note will have been returned to the community that lost the land. And so the people who place that land under trusteeship with council are simply having it stolen. And the real irony of it is that the builders community is actually developing affordable housing in converted greenfields. And so as we continue to plow greenfields under, there's some very, very competitive builders that are developing real affordable housing, stuff that will cost literally half of what's going to get bought on these parks. And the irony of it, and so a great example is Carrington's Element project. Carrington's a very, very reputable company. They're delivering condos in new greenfield developments for $120,000. These things that you're developing are going to cost $250,000. And after the 5th year, when you are conceptually able to exit your position as a subprime lender, then at that point, these units will trade at market value. They're not going to be affordable for anybody. They're going to be premium park view housing, which is of course going to retain its value as being ultra high, and the people that lost their view, their value will go down, probably in proportion. But the underlying problem is that as the city exits its position as a subprime lender, and why you would want to get in to being a subprime lender in Alberta, where we're one of the only Wild West communities left where you can literally put your keys in an envelope and mail them to your bank. It's called jingle mail. And if you jingle mail your bank, they have no recourse whatsoever, and neither does council. If the market goes down, you are going to be left holding the bag on your subprime loans. And if the market goes up, the real irony of all of this is that, if you truly cared about building up and not out, then you'd stop with the bloody greenfield plowing under, and you'd fix your borders like Banff. And Banff has a real affordable housing problem, and they have to address it like real men and women. They can't just expand out. They have to deal with what they've got within their borders. And so, of course they do build up. But you know what Banff doesn't do? They don't bulldoze their parks. I mean, ask Michael Walters, to tell you about an excellent infill development opportunity in his community, one that he advocated for on behalf of his local residents. We've got dozens and dozens and dozens of incredible infill opportunities where there are currently derelict parking lots. I mean, open your eyes, people. We've got abandoned, empty schools that you could easily convert into new uses, and where the communities are asking for these new uses, but that's hard to do. It's hard to go and remove the asbestos. It's hard to figure that out. There's hair on it. Well, you know what? There's hair on this too. The problem is that we value our recreational space. And the real irony is that if we were building up and not out, then we would recognize the inherent importance of what becomes people's only backyard. And so, yes, we are all NIMBYs. And that's because as we are all forced into multifamily housing, the only backyards that we have are our parks. They're the only thing that's left.
Privilege, Mr. Chair. I'm having no trouble hearing you, Mr. Clare.
Yeah, I'm passionate. I'm going to continue to have my passion about this. And if you close us all down, you can't stop me from showing up in front of City Hall with a bullhorn. Hi there. I got thrown out of council this morning for attempting to present a video done by the children of Twin Brooks. I guess my 5 minutes was up. I was pushing for their time, their opportunity to speak. I've had a lot of Twin Brooks residents specifically ask me to raise their points, in that they received almost no notice of this meeting and they work during the day. And these kids go to school during the day and they use this field, which is soon to be condos, and and so I don't believe that that they had the opportunity to be heard by council today. They'd given me a video which we had uploaded to the council's computer so that they were able to view it, but I don't think that they wanted to hear it. So I'm going to put it out on YouTube for these children on behalf of Twin Brooks and on in aim of attempting to save the space that they bought and paid for and that they wish to use for recreation.
Twin Brooks green space. And they are planning on building condos in this beautiful field.
We're trying to save this beautiful field from its deadly fate. I've been playing here since I was a toddler.
I love playing in the field. We had great child memories.
Don Iverson, why do you want to cut down these trees and this beautiful field to make condos?
I've been here since I was 3.
You don't have. We use this field for soccer games and practices.
We just like hanging out here. Kite flying and other activities is so much fun here.
We have celebrations and other fun activities here, like community services, things like that.
One time there was a petting zoo over in that corner. Horseback rides here on all the festivals.
We had a hot air balloon
that was a very long lineup for. And it was so much fun.
Yeah. Please don't tear this apart. Please don't tear this field.
Save the field! Save the field! Save the field! Our green space! Woo! Don't you need to,
They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Charge the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone?
Sir Iverson, save this field!
I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.